Greetings. My name is Michael Jherriecho, Christiane Ayson.
My name is Reifel del Villar, and today I'll discuss the different parts of a cruise ship. To do that, we'll use one of the most popular video games ever, Minecraft. So sit back and join me as we take a virtual tour on the Carnival Legend.
Carnival Legend is one of the four Spirit-class cruise ships. This vessel debuted 2002 and she weighs around 88,500 gross registered tons.
This massive cruise ship is 963 feet in length, with a guest capacity of over 2,100 and 930 onboard crew. I downloaded this map online, and you can find the link of this map in the description below. First, let's explore the external parts of this cruise ship. The ship is called the bow. Here, we could see that the bow of this ship is a bulbous bow, and this modifies the way the water flows around the hull, reducing the drag and thus increasing the speed, range, fuel efficiency, and stability of the ship. Next, we have here the hull. The hull is the watertight part of the ship, and it can be open at the top, or it can be fully or partially covered with a deck. For this ship, we have different decks. In fact, Carnival Legend has 12 different decks which we can explore later. Next, we also have the left side and the right side of the ship. It is called the starboard and the port. So now I am flying on top of the Carnival Legend. If we are facing the bow is over there, starboard will be on the right side, and the port will be here on the left side. Meanwhile, the back part of the ship is called the stern, or it is sometimes called the aft. Right now, we are at the right side or the starboard of the ship, and here you can see the different lifeboats. Here at the bottom, actually below the water, you can actually see that this ship has two propellers. And above that would be the engine room, which we would also explore later. So now we're at the back part of the ship, Carnival Legend. Here at the top of the Carnival Legend, you can see that there is a pool with different benches and even a water slide for kids and adults.
Deck number 11 aft is the water park, so you have the kids slide, the yellow slide, and the green thunder. In 2014, this ship got the Green Thunder, which is a free-fall water slide that basically sends you down a green tube when you aren't expecting it. The attendants are really good at distracting you so you don't know when they're gonna open that trapdoor and send you flying below.
Here you can see the different water slides. You can just imagine them to be water slides. On the other side of the ship, there is also another pool. And inside that would be different restaurants and bars for the guests to enjoy. Later, we will explore those parts. In here, you can also see a jogging track for guests.
Located at the topmost deck is the sky deck, a great observation area.
And here, for this particular ship, you can also see that there is a basketball court on top of the ship. Now let's explore the inside of the boat.
As far as staterooms go, there are 6 balcony grand suites, 44 ocean view suites, 632 balcony cabins, 103 ocean view cabins, and 277 interior cabins. These Spirit-class ships are unique build of vessel. Because their promenade decks, they're a lot lower in this ship than any other ship, and there are two levels, which adds more to the guest space ratio, and also a larger variety of venues.
Over here, you can see the pool area for the guests. And that pool area is connected to another pool area in here. For this side, there's also a bar and restaurants where guests can enjoy different foods or drinks.
At deck number 9, we have the Red Frog Rum Bar and the Blue Iguana Tequila Bar. Other side of this is the pools, and as you make your way back, you're gonna come to Guy's Burger Joint, a little stage in the Blue Iguana Cantina, and then you walk into the buffet. And speaking of buffet, the buffet area in the Carnival Legend is very nice. It kinda mirrors each other in the front and in the back, so there's plenty of sitting in here. Your different food stations as well, you have pizza, you have Carnival Deli, and then you making your way back all the way back, you're gonna have the Serenity area. Deck number 10, midship, is where the steakhouse is. Now something that makes steakhouse in this class of ships really stand out is where the steakhouse is located. So it's located on deck 10 and 11 because it is the 2-deck steakhouse, but it's located directly underneath the funnel. So if you're standing in the main atrium and you're looking up, you're looking at the very roof of the funnel. Now steakhouse is right up there.
Are the elevators for the different decks. Now let's go outside again. Now let's go to the main control room. This is where the captain controls the ship along with his other crew. We are now here at the bow of the ship. There's the bow over there. They can see where they are going to travel. Here we have the captain's suite. It has a nice bedside ocean view over here. Warning, do not jump off the boat. This is not Minecraft in real life. And the captain's room is connected over here, which is the chart room. Here is the map, the imaginary map of the cruise. The chart room. On the other side is the security cabin, which is for monitoring the CCTV and for other security purposes of the entire ship. So after we've explored those rooms, let's now go to another deck. Currently, we are now at deck 8. And going down, we will be at deck 7. Here we can see the tech cabin. It's not really much. with the small bathroom and the server room. And that connects to the different rooms over here. Now we are at the hallway. We can enter one of the rooms here. This is one of the rooms of the guests. This one is inside of the ship. It is called the internal cabin or the internal rooms. And over here on the other side are rooms with an ocean view. Not much to see, I guess. And over here we can see the elevators. Deck 7. This is a makeshift elevator for Minecraft. If we continue to go down, we can see the other decks. Now we are at deck 6. Deck 5.
This part is where you'll find the theater, as well as the video arcade and the Circle C Kids Club. Directly above the theater is the Camp Ocean Kids program that's at the very front of the ship as well. There's a library and chapel just outside of the theater. The chapels are slowly going away on Carnival ships. In fact, in 2019 they took the chapel that was on Carnival Pride and turned it into a craft room. Billy's piano bar is located just behind the chapel, and then outside of the piano bar there's a staircase that takes you down to deck number 2. Or you could just take a stroll down Rodeo Drive that winds through all the fun shops, and the fun shops actually connects you to the atrium of the ship. And that's where the photo gallery is located, both on the port and starboard side, so it kinda hugs the atrium on the second level. Also, the portrait studio is located in here as well. Continuing our walk on the back of the ship, we'll head through the Odyssey Lounge, another great spot to grab a pre-dinner drink, and then you'll enter the second level of the main dining room, which is the Truffles restaurant. Down to deck 2 aft is the main dining room. Carnival Legend, like other Spirit class ships, only has one 2-deck dining room that is on the back of the ship. It spans both deck 2 and deck 3. Something unique with this class of ship is the galley is located on deck 1, and there are 2 sets of escalators that go between galley up to deck 2 and to deck 3, which in turn gives more guest space. Walking out of Truffles restaurant and making our way forward, we'll walk past 4 elevators, and the entrance to the nightclub will be on our left hand side. And then the alchemy bar pretty much takes up most of this part of the ship, all the way from just outside the main dining room until you get pretty much into the main atrium. The Legend Lobby, aka the main atrium, is also a little different on this ship because it's more mid to aft instead of the traditional atrium that is usually more forward. This adds to the main unique design because if you look straight up, you'll notice you're right underneath the funnel of the cruise ship. The atrium though is your typical style atrium with a bar, 3 glass elevators, and 2 staircases that lead down inside the atrium. This is where you'll find also the guest services in the shore excursion area. The glass elevators that are located in the atrium go all the way from deck 1 all the way up to deck 10, which is where the steakhouse is located. Just forward of the atrium, you have Bansai Sushi Car out there, and that's a little sit-down restaurant that serves sushi rolls, sashimi, skewered meats, open for lunch some days but dinner every night of the cruise, so it's a la carte at the Bansai Sushi restaurant. The Club Merlin Casino is your typical casino you'll find on any cruise ship, but it can get pretty smoky on a sea day. If the casino was closed, the smell wasn't that bad, but when those neon lights are flashing, that smoke is pouring out of there. The sports bar backs up to the casino that is non-smoking, and of course it has drift in there sometimes that has a sports sticker in there with a bunch of TVs, and a great place to go if you ever want to catch a game if the game is on the cruise lines network they subscribe to. Some mostly subscribe to the NFL network and the major ones, but the occasional off game will not be shown at sea. The Red Frog pub is located just outside of the sports bar. This class of ship might have the second largest Red Frog pub at sea. The first one is now Carnival Sunrise. There's live music in here, a full service bar, just a good time to be had here at the Red Frog pub. Now just outside of the pub, there's a staircase that actually goes up to another promenade. In front of here is the trump card room, and then you have the main show theater. Also, an interesting note is that there's a staircase in the main theater here that goes downstairs to the Firebird Lounge. So you can essentially bounce between the Punchline or Comedy Club and the Playlist production shows without having to walk the entire length of the ship, because normally the Playlist Club is in the back of the ship. This one, both of them up front. Outside the theater, there's a bank of elevators, 4 of them that go from deck 1 to deck 10. Finally, at deck number 1 is where you'll find the Firebird Lounge. This is a multi-purpose room that is usually used for the Punchline or Comedy Club during the evenings, as well as events like karaoke on the off nights. But other than staterooms, the other public space you'll find on deck 1 is located on the aft, and that's Medusa Slayer Dance Club. This is a dance club that has 2 stories with a spiral staircase going from deck number 1 up to deck number 2.
And that concludes my tour of the Carnival Legend. I hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope that we could go cruising again next time. Bye!